So right now it's impossible to take the bike and travel a little bit around with you through the city because it's like 0 degrees. It has snowed, and now it's like maybe a little bit plus because it's this kind of wet snow, the worst snow you can have, because it's as cold as it can be while it's really humid still. And everybody is trying to mummify him or herself as much as possible while you walk here on the street. Maybe one interesting thing about here is all of these trees which you see here bend very much and bend down to the ground. I don't know if that is because of the type of tree it is, but I saw a little southern from here where the district ends, and you see how new houses are built, how they do it here. And actually everything what you see here is artificial. It's probably not older than 10-15 years. And before that there were villages standing here. And when you go a little bit more southern, for your information, I'm in Binjang, Hangzhou. That's southern from the Chentang River, and it is like a modern district anyway. And this was a village area here. You would have small waterways, you would have villages and houses which maybe 2 or 3 levels. And they crush these houses into pieces, into tiny little pieces, and then they spread them homogeneously over the ground. So when you go more southern to here, you just see like it looks a little bit like a desert with a couple of trees touching out of the sand. And then afterwards they come and they build this on it. Actually, these are not the high scrapers they built here, but they build these new things everywhere. And so over the smashed houses comes a layer of earth, and then there comes grass on top, and there get trees planted in, and these trees they grew somewhere else. You know, they don't have very much ground to attach to the ground. That's why they're probably so fragile. And so here, within 5 years or so, you build a whole new district with all kinds of skyscrapers. So it's a little bit like when in the GDR they wouldn't take care of the old houses and would just let them rot. Here, when they think they're superfluous, they just crush them into pieces, and then they put something new on it. And then fascinatingly, very often these houses, they're honking here like in India. Honking is nothing to be stressed out. It's just, hello, I'm there, look at me, please be attentive. That's it. During daytime it got over 0 degrees and the ice melted, and now it froze again, and you have a thin ice layer over everything. And the new snow which comes down makes this rustling sound. So to end that little speech of yesterday, of course I don't know if this is totally normal to deal with old houses in this way, to crush them into pieces and build just a new city on top of it. Maybe all new cities do that when they just renew their infrastructure. But there is a place southern from here where, to end that speech from yesterday, of course I don't know if that is totally normal to crush the houses and build the new infrastructure on top of it. But still it looks very interesting, and as soon as the weather's gonna get better, right now we have around 0 degrees and it's raining, so you walk on a kind of glibbery ice foam here. As soon as the weather's gonna get better, I'm gonna ride with my bike again, my e-bike, and I'm gonna bring you to that place where these houses, these crushed houses, are to be seen everywhere. And it really looks, it's amazing. It looks really interesting. Okay, see ya, bye.